Welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Hyroad 40. Hyroad is a staple ball in the Storm line, and the 40 represents 40 years of Storm's innovation and just great technology that they've brought into bowling. It's beautiful. It's like a teal green, closer to green. I don't think it's entirely teal. Do you think it's entirely teal, Aaron? No. It's closer to green, huh? I think it's closer to green.
I'm blind.
That's not helpful. Okay, Aaron's not being helpful. Anyways, in this video, we'll be taking a look at the Hyroad 40, and I'll be comparing it to the original Hyroad, the Road Warrior, and the Typhoon. So you'll get to see how this ball reacts to other balls that are kind of comparable and similar to it. So hopefully that will help you decide whether or not you need to pick up a Hyroad 40. So I got the Hyroad 40 here with me, and I did a poll on Instagram right here. And I asked you guys, how should I light up my Hyroad 40? So we're going to do a 5x5x4. And that's what we're going to do on this Hyroad 40. Let's go punch it up.
I've been up all night, baby, no stress. House call, no rest. Pull up on your shorties in the front next. House call, no text. I've been up all night, baby, no stress. House call, no rest. Pull up on your shorties in the front next. House call, no text. I've been up all night, baby, no stress.
Okay, update. Aaron says it does look like an Idol Cosmos. Let me know down in the comments. Does it look like an Idol Cosmos? Oh, and don't forget, Aaron also said to be sure to hit that like and subscribe button because you guys got to help support me. Right, Aaron?
Yes, subscribe now.
Aaron says subscribe now. Oh, and guys, I have a challenge for you. Share this video with a friend. Comment down below Hyroad 40 if you've done so. That would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to do a little challenge. For the person down below that has Hyroad 40 with the most likes on that comment, let's say in about 2 weeks after the video is posted, I will be giving them a Tajiri's Ball Reviews bowling chamois. Kind of looks like this. So share this video with a friend and comment down below Hyroad 40 and the comment with the most likes. I will be giving away one of these to you. All right, let's get to the video. Hyroad 40. As you can see, still got the lines on it. Let's throw our first shot here. Bowling on my typical pattern I use here for videos, about 43, 44 feet. This ball's giving me a little bit of a different vibe than what I normally see out of a Hyroad. And I think that has to do with the cover stock, because on this Hyroad 40, it uses A1S. So it doesn't use R2S like the previous Hyroad or the Hyroad Pearl. This uses A1S, which was also found on the Equinox. The A1S is Storm's newest cover stock that has the characteristics of being very clean and responsive down lane. So it's a little different than what you'll see from an R2S cover stock. It feels very clean, but not super jumpy down lane. My break point is a little bit farther down lane than I would like to see, but I am bowling on fresh. I haven't really broken this lane down, so there's not much carry down. The back ends are pretty responsive right now. This is a really, really good shape. Wow. Wow. In my head, I thought this ball was going to be a little bit jumpier off of the back end. But now that I think about it, because it doesn't have R2S and it does have the A1S, it reads a little bit different. So if you're thinking, I loved my Hyroad Pearl, I want to get a direct replacement from it, I think this is close, but it's not entirely a one-for-one replacement from that. Unfortunately, I don't have a Hyroad Pearl with me. I was thinking about drilling one from the stash, but I was like, oh, gotta save it for a rainy day, you know? You never know. I feel like this ball down lane, as soon as it makes that transition, it does look like a Hyroad. Just as soon as it makes that move, it has that Hyroad move where it just hits the break point, just wants to just go in that direction and just continue going left. That's like kind of what I loved about my original Hyroad and the Hyroad Pearl. So I'm getting a similar vibe to what I was seeing in the Hyroads and the Hyroad Pearls, but it's a little different too. What does this ball smell like? Aaron, come here. Aaron, what does this smell like?
Some kind of candy.
Candy. To me, it smells like a little bit of pineapple.
So maybe a cocktail?
It's a pineapple apple crisp.
I was close.
You were close. I do like the motion that I get out of this Hyroad 40. I think it's going to be really good on a house shot. Probably going to be that ball in that 5 or 6 spot in my bag, you know, on the very bottom. Depends if I take urethane. If I take urethane, I would put the Hyroad 40 in the fifth ball spot in my bag. If I don't take urethane, then I would put the Hyroad 40 in that 6th spot in the bottom of my bag. It just does the right things. It really does. Wow. Now, I'm really curious to see how I throw it next to a Hyroad, so I'm gonna go grab my Hyroad. Got the OG Hyroad, and it's a fresh one, drilled exactly the same. So this will be a really good comparison on how the original Hyroad and the Hyroad 40 will compare. Just off that shot, you could see that the Hyroad wanted to go a little bit longer, and down lane it was a little bit lazier because that break point was just a little bit farther down lane, and that caused the ball to wrap 10 because it went just a smidge behind the head pin. So I'm gonna make an adjustment, moving a little bit to the right, and let's see what happens. Making a move to the right here. So I made a move to the right, played a little bit more direct, more up the lane. I could definitely feel that the Hyroad versus the Hyroad 40, the original Hyroad is a little bit weaker. It is a little cleaner. It does go a little bit longer. But down lane, they do shape exactly the same because they both have the same core, the inverted FE2 core. And both balls do not have AI core technology. And also both balls don't actually have a inner core. It's like an outer, or what is that? Well, it's not inner core. No, I think it is inner core. There's a weight block, but there's no inner core because there's no filler material. It's basically all cover stock all the way down until you hit the weight block. But yeah, that's the difference between the Hyroad and the Hyroad 40. Now let's take a look at the Road Warrior. So the Road Warrior and the Hyroad 40, in terms of strength, they're actually very close, very identical. But what I do see is the front to back. The Road Warrior, because it has the AI core technology, it does change the RG and the differential values just a little bit, but it's enough to see the visual motion that it makes. The Road Warrior, it read a little bit sooner. It wasn't it didn't have such a strong transition from that hook to roll phase. And so it was a little bit slower. The Road Warrior was not as responsive down lane, and it read the mid lanes a little bit sooner. So that allowed a smoother ball motion, and it's just a little bit different, but they are very similar. If you're looking to replace your Road Warrior and you wanted something just a tad bit cleaner and a little bit more responsive down lane, that's where the Hyroad 40 will fit in. Now, let's take a look at the Typhoon. Typhoon has got the cover of a tropical surge, and it's got a medium strength core. Let's see how this compares. Start off with the same line I was at earlier. Much more responsive down lane. You could see that. So what I first saw is the Typhoon. It was actually very responsive down lane compared to the Hyroad 40. And that has to do with the cover stock being a lot cleaner. I am bowling on a higher lane friction surface. So the weaker cover allows the ball to store more energy. Why you may say sometimes the Typhoon may hook a little bit more than your Hyroad 40. And that's just because it's storing more energy. Sometimes it's not about what you see left to right, it's what you see front to back. And the Typhoon allows you to clear the fronts, have your ball store more energy, and store it all up, and have a lot more of a stronger, sharper motion down lane. So I categorize that Typhoon as a lot more responsive, a lot cleaner than the Hyroad 40. You can see the Hyroad 40 picked up a little bit sooner, was a little bit more controllable, had a more banana continuous motion, wasn't really so hockey stick like you can see in the Typhoon. Now I got a IQ Tour A.I. This is a smaller core. It's got a lower RG. So let's see how this compares to what we see in the Hyroad 40. I could tell that the IQ Tour A.I. it wanted to pick up the earliest out of all the balls that we've tested today, and that's due to it has a 2.49, I believe, RG, which is a very low RG and which wants to get the ball started a little bit sooner. It doesn't have much differential, which means I have to keep my angles a little bit straighter. I can't really send it out. I can't open up my angles because, like that first shot when I went ring 10, you'll see that the ball it spun up too quick. And it didn't have the I don't know the physics term of it, but bigger core, I guess, to make it back from that spot. But yeah, so the IQ Tour A.I. and the Hyroad 40, they're pretty close as far as hook wise, left to right, but there's a lot of differences front to back. So when you're making your bag, it's always very important to see what your balls do front to back and not necessarily what they do left to right. I'm gonna go more left, slow my ball speed down, and kind of shape it a little bit more. Just gotta go a little bit slower, a little bit softer. Definitely got a little bit softer on that one, and just move left, make sure to create my axis rotation on that ball. And you can see it had no problems coming right back. I feel like this is gonna be a ball that you can stand left when the lanes are kind of burnt up, and you can really shape the entire lane. Unlike a Hyroad where, for me, there have been times where the Hyroad was too clean. I feel like this A1S cover kind of bridges that gap where it's not super strong, but it's not entirely super weak or super clean, but it's clean enough to get the ball down lane. And the higher RG on the Hyroad 40 allows the ball to get down to your break point even easier. You pair that up with a pin distance that's a little bit weaker like I did with a 5-inch pin. I didn't do something like a 4 because I think that would have got it to start up and flare too much. With a 5-inch pin, I got my flare rings a little bit closer, a little bit tighter. That allows my ball to push a little bit farther down lane without spinning up too quick. If I strike right here, you guys got to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That's it right there. Hyroad 40. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to stay tuned for upcoming videos. We got a great one coming soon. And we got a recap video of our nationals. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn that notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Look guys, we have a surprise guest.
There we go.
Aaron, what do you think of this ball?
It's pretty round and continuous. Great for transition. That's it. Have fun.